Is your living space in need of some love? I'm Fionnuala Jones, and I'm joining forces with DIY design pro Paul Kinsella. Together, we're on a mission to help people fall back in love with their spaces through upcycling, repurposing, and clever design.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
This is not the same room.
I love you.
Oh my gosh.
This is Relove My Space. Margaret Young is a professional yoga instructor who wants to transform her attic space into a snazzy studio.
I'm from Dublin city centre, but I've been living out in Concealy for the last 18 years. We live in a 2-bedroom house with an attic conversion. So I use the attic primarily for yoga. So I'm a yoga teacher, so I practice yoga there and I live stream classes. It's also used for watching TV, and we've got all our books and CDs up there. So even though I've been teaching from the attic for a good 2 years or so now, my laptop and my webcam are set up on a pile of books and yoga blocks. So it's not very professional, and I feel like I deserve better and my clients deserve better as well. What I'd love from this makeover is for someone to come in with a fresh perspective, fresh pair of eyes, and to look at the space where it would be much more of a joy for me to work from and to teach from and to live and make the most out of the room.
With a long list for Paul to start with, we're off to meet Margaret and find out more.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, how are you?
Oh, thanks so much.
Thank you.
So Margaret, we're here with Paul. He's going to make over your attic space. But before we get into his plans for the space, tell me a little bit about why it's not working for you right now.
It's not working for me right now because it's just so disjointed. The attic is used for 3 different purposes. So it's yoga, it's TV, and it's storage. So it just needs kind of pulling together with a little bit of style.
So you're not going to see the space until it's finished, but you are expected to muck in. How handy are you when it comes to DIY?
Full disclosure, I'm terrible. I went to fashion college and I got an F in art. So just be warned, it's going to look like a toddler did it, but I'll try.
Tell me, in your ideal space, colours, textures, what does it for you?
I see kind of natural colours and natural textures and kind of muted shades and no kind of hard edges, a lot of softness and a lot of tranquility.
Okay, leave it with me because I think I have everything I need to create a fabulous space for you.
On that note, it's time to get going on the design. Margaret's room is an interesting one. How are you going to transform it?
Well, I want to give her a professional studio feel, but also a chill-out area for the evenings. I really want to maximise the storage into the eaves so she has some hidden storage and upcycle those bookcases into more practical pieces for her. I want to give her a unit for her laptop that's perfect height and put a cover on the couch and make it more comfy. And I'm going to display those yoga accessories properly. I'm going to tie that room together with textiles, soft furnishings and some gorgeous plants. This is going to be a slick space that will tick all the boxes.
Sounds so good. With everyone but Margaret briefed on the design, the makeover can begin and Paul and the team arrive to get stuck in.
I wanted to create a serene space, so I've gone with a strong white for the walls. Top tip, white ceiling paint contains chalk, which helps block out any strong colours.
But Margaret's not getting away that easily, as she's about to find out. So Paul, you found a job for Margaret. Tell us, what is in store for her?
It's super easy. What we're going to do is we're going to upcycle this vase that we found in a local charity shop, along with this gorgeous cane rattan from a craft store, and you're basically going to wrap it around the vase to create a new shape on the vase. Use the string to tie it in a nice bow, and that's it. It's done.
So like wrapping a present.
Exactly. So to start off, what we're going to do is we'll get our first point and we'll just pop the thread into one of the holes, okay? That's where we're going to tie it later on. Cut a straight line, straight down.
I'm just thinking of my history of cutting my own fringe.
And then we're going to cut another straight line, fingers crossed.
Okay.
And then we'll flip the rattan this way and we'll wrap it around the vase. And I'll leave you to it.
Bye, Paul.
See ya.
Bye. Okay, let's do it. So far, so good. I think I've gone a little off track, but that's okay. We'll be fine. Okay. Lovely, thank you.
Nice and secure.
It's a little bit trickier now that it's standing up.
Oh, look Look at that.
We're getting somewhere.
While we're keeping busy, Paul is tackling one of the trickier aspects of the makeover, a decal with Margaret's logo.
We need to get the centre of this though first.
When working with decals, it's really important you take your time. You can get tools in your local hardware store to help prevent air bubbles.
Thank you.
That went well, but can the same be said for our rattan vase?
Okay, so bring this around. Now as tight as you can so I can tie this really secure. And we're done.
Yeah, looks good now, I'm delighted.
Oh my God!
So next step, this looks great. We're going to use some pampas, and what we're going to do is we're going to blow it out with a hairdryer to separate and get rid of all the little bits, and then we're going to lacquer it down with some hairspray and it won't budge.
I love that.
Yeah, I think it's very pretty.
Having seen this now, has it given you any indication as to the direction Paul's going in with the room?
I think it has, and I'm very happy if this is an example of what he's done. I'm delighted.
And you haven't even seen the room?
Can't wait.
Ideal. So far, so good. The next job on the list is to give Margaret more storage.
A lot of new attic conversions have additional space in the eaves. This is a great way to create extra storage, but you'll need a carpenter to do this.
Hi, Paul.
Hello.
How are you getting on?
Still a lot to do, but I have every faith we're going to get it done.
I believe in you. You can do this.
Going to help me?
No. See you later. While I take a well-deserved break, there's no rest for Paul as he builds a shelf to display Margaret's all-important yoga mat.
First, I mark out the straight lines and holes. Then I drill. This is a tool for plasterboard. It allows you pop wall plugs in really successfully. Then I screw the brackets to the wall and attach the shelf.
Just like that.
So, Paul, we've got this old dresser here, fairly well-loved drawers. How are you going to upcycle this?
I am really excited about this. A lot of people probably have something like this in their house. So what we're going to do is really upcycle it. We're going to give it a nice Hessian front with some trimming and then just update the hardware. First, we have to clean it down, sand it, and then prime it.
Love it.
Let's go.
It'll be glamorous, this out. What is it? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey? Never fails. Okay, so these are after getting a nice lick of paint. What's the next step?
So next, the Hessian will go on.
Okay.
We'll attach the Hessian, and then I have some moulding, and we'll just frame it.
Oh my God, that is genius.
So cute, isn't it? And you just need to attach this with a little staple gun.
It's so simple, but it's elevated the drawer so much.
And then the finishing touch will be the little new hardware that we have.
Glam, I love it.
Very cute. So now we're just going to attach it with some like spray adhesive and trim the sides.
Do you do the ironing in your house?
What do you think? Of course I do. And the good thing about this is you don't have to do the edges because the moulding is going to keep it down. Now that the moulding is dry, we're going to use our moulding to frame the drawer. And as I said to you, like, you don't mind if it goes into it because the moulding's going to cover it in. Then I'm going to take my lovely nail gun and nail it down into place.
Oh.
And now we just add on our new hardware. And then they are good to go.
So cute.
Delighted.
While Paul puts the finishing touches to the chest of drawers, the rest of the team are busy with the final steps of the makeover. It's almost time for the big reveal. So, Paul, how did you pull off this room transformation?
I wanted to look at what the room was for her, which was her studio. And then I started to look at the pieces she had. So she had those lovely drawers, which we upcycled into that lovely hack. And then she had multiple bookcases, which we turned into like the shelving on the wall over the TV, the yoga mat, the hidden storage. And then I suppose most importantly, the unit for her laptop so she could live stream. And then we picked up some great things secondhand, like the TV unit was €40. The mirror, because I feel a mirror is really important important if you're teaching, just to watch yourself. That was 50 quid. And then we picked up the cushion covers and more cushions and the couch cover. The couch cover was 35 quid and it has transformed it with a bit of foam in it.
It's the studio of dreams, honestly, so good.
Margaret, it's finally time to see the finished room. How are you feeling?
I feel like the butterflies in my tummy have all had a few espressos and it's like Christmas Eve and I can't wait.
So excited then?
Yes.
Let's go up and have a look.
Ooh, okay. This is not the same room. Oh, MG. I don't even know where to look first. Oh, I love it.
Lots to take in. Look at your lovely couch. Refilled, reformed, nice new second-hand cover.
Unrecognisable. I'm almost speechless. Is that a door on the wall? Yes, okay.
What's inside? Nice to put all your stuff now.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
That's not all though, we have more secret storage. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, brilliant. No more visible Christmas decorations. It's like a yoga studio, a little bit Eastern, but also European or Irish.
Here he is.
I am so thrilled. Can I give you?
Yeah, of course. Are you happy?
I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. Absolutely love it.
Oh,
I really do. I total trust in you. You didn't let me down. I wouldn't even recognise, like, is that my 1980s chest of drawers?
It is. We've given it a bit of a new life. We've re-loved it.
This was my sister's from the 80s and she gave it to us when we moved in like 18 years ago. You know, when you're starting off and you don't have all your furniture.
We just put a little bit of moulding, some hessian and new hardware on it.
She's going to want it back now.
She's not allowed to have it.
No,
No.
absolutely not. It's actually hard to believe this is the same room and the same materials and the same objects that were in it.
And this is for your classes. It should be at the right height for you.
Oh my God.
And this is actually your old bookcase.
I did not recognise that. I'm just too overwhelmed to even, like, I mean, the shelf is on the yoga mat, like, that's genius. Is that the bookshelf as well?
It is.
Never would have thought of that, and it works beautifully.
Sorry, we didn't even look at this. Look.
My logo.
There was a lot of stress when we were putting that on your wall, but we got there.
I'm absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, I wanted to give you your Zen space, but I also wanted it to work for your business. I wanted to give you storage. I wanted to give you your relaxing area. So I think we've done it.
You've ticked all the boxes, but in a beautiful, like, cohesive way, and it's so stylish and so practical, and it's amazing. I absolutely love it. I couldn't be happier. I'm thrilled. I feel so lucky that I get to work here and live here every day. I feel like I really, really love the space now, and Paul just couldn't have done a better job than what he did. He took the thoughts from my head and made them so much better and so much more stylish and so much more practical. And I'm so grateful that he was able to do that for me.
Next time on Relove My Space, we're in Clare to transform a 90s sitting room into a dream home office. Relove My Space. Stream all episodes now on RTÉ Player.